Hey, you're right, guys. Hustling Gamer here. Happy New Year, guys. 2022 is finally here. What year has been for 2021? It was a crazy year, to be fair. Obviously, in general, with UK lost Prince Philip, which it was an absolute bummer. To be fair, he was a great man. Not only just the UK, he was a great man for the Queen, as well. But unfortunately, he did pass away back in April, and then it was Queen's first Christmas without him. Felt bad for her. Everyone did, but um, but either way, rest in peace, the Duke of Edinburgh. All thoughts and prayers are to the Queen as well. So, but either way, Premier League wise, back in January, Liverpool not good. They didn't really they won at the top of the game because obviously Van Dijk, Gomez, Fabinho was out a little bit, hence had to drop back in defence, and we had Kabak. So it was rough. It was really rough. Then we got back in. Then we qualified for the Champions League, and yeah, Alisson's goal against West Brom, that was amazing. That was probably the best moment, to be fair, in my opinion, of the season. Man City regained the title. Chelsea won the Champions League for a second time since 2012. Well, technically, it's like 2 years now. Oh, 2 years? 10 years, sorry. What did I say to? But like 10 years now. Wow. but like literally, it's crazy, honestly. Unfortunately, recently, I think it was like a month ago, a legend retired from football at the age of 33. You probably know who it is. It is Sergio Aguero. Even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I did like Sergio Aguero. He was a top player. Obviously, you probably get like my favorite moment from him is um when he scored the goal. Who was it against? Oh, I can't remember who was it against. But back in 2012, he scored a goal to at the last minute to let Man City win the title. That was my favorite moment from him. And also back in 2019, the Champions League, Guerrero scored the chip penalty. That was a really cool moment. But apart from that, I am gonna miss Sergio Aguero. Like honestly, he was a really great player. So all the best for Sergio Aguero. Get well soon, mate. But obviously Cristiano Ronaldo transferred from Juventus. We thought he was going to Man City, but not. He was going back to Manchester United, which was a really cool moment. But he started off really good. But to be fair, like he has scored a few goals. I think it's like 10 goals in the Prem. But yeah. To be fair, for me, he hasn't been the best. Obviously, you probably guess he's probably gone past his prime, but honestly, he's not at his best at the moment. To be fair, like I always look at him at Manchester United, but I haven't seen the best of him. But and obviously Messi left Barcelona after 15 years, and then he was a free agent, and then PSG got him. So Messi joined Mbappe and his old teammate Neymar, and I haven't seen much of him lately. I need to go back and check him. I know he's got an absolute screamer against Man City in the Champions League group stage. So that was a really cool moment. But yeah, so top players has transferred over. So yeah, at the moment, probably get in the 21-22 season that in the Premier League. Even though City's on the top of the table, you have to admit Liverpool's doing really good. Obviously, Van Dijk's back, and they're doing really good. You probably may agree with me. You might not. You may disagree, but at the moment, I think the best player in the world so far is Mo Salah. It's just not all time. It's at the moment. Mo Salah's been absolutely rocking it this season. He scored goals in 10 consecutive matches in the Prem and in the Champions League. I think my best goal from him was when they faced Man City and he went through one or two defenders and he placed it back in the net. That was a banging goal, to be fair. I think he did the exact same with Watford as well. Mo Salah, to be fair, that's why he's literally my favourite player for Liverpool. So, for Liverpool, even though my all-time favourite player is Steven Gerrard, but for now, look, it's Mo Salah. Mo Salah's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, he's had a cracking start. Yeah, to be fair, and also in WWE and AEW as well for 2021. Started off with a banger that Edge and Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumbles. Um, I did like Bianca Belair win the Rumble, to be fair. She does deserve it for entry number 3. And have you ever noticed this? That only 2 superstars had only won the Royal Rumble for number 3. Ric Flair in 1992 and now Bianca Belair in 2021. Have you ever noticed that? And then obviously Edge, he won the Royal Rumble. He's only the 5th. Is it 5th? No. What did I say 5th for? He's actually the third person to win the Royal Rumble for number 1. Yes, he won the Royal Rumble for number 1. Um, it was great. Obviously, Shawn Michaels won the Royal Rumble back in 1995. The 2004 Royal Rumble, I don't want to mention it, his name, but yep. So that he won the Royal Rumble back in 2004, and obviously Edge in 2021. Um, I think one of the craziest matches that happened on that night was Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns in the last man standing match for the Universal title. Was when Roman Reigns ran over Kevin Owens in a freaking golf cart. That was pretty cool, to be fair, like in the safest way as possible. Um, yeah, to be fair, like that was a cracking match, and um, yeah, and then obviously into WrestleMania, Edge, Roman Reigns, and then obviously turned into a triple threat match because Daniel Bryan whined, and once again into the match, it was triple threat match at the main event. Roman Reigns did retain. Had a funny feeling he was going to retain. If not, I did want Edge to win it because obviously I want him to win the title. He's never won and become what was it uh 12 time, I think it's 12 or 13 time world champion. Um, Even though I don't really count as Universal Championship a world title, but it is a world championship for SmackDown, so it is a world title to be fair. So yeah, and obviously Edge moved on to a rivalry with Seth Rollins, which was pretty cool. He brought back the Brood, enters back at SummerSlam, and then they had a Hell in a Cell match at Crown Jewel. Yeah, it was a really damn good rivalry, and then obviously now that I think it is tonight at day 1 that Edge will face The Miz. Um, if he brings back the Brood Endurance, it'll be cool, but it won't be as cool as SummerSlam because obviously SummerSlam's like one of the biggest events, and it was really good. It just came out of nowhere, and then obviously if he does bring it back, then I do find it quite cool, but to kick off the year. But like the thing is yeah, I am between. But yeah, to be fair, we had some great returns this year as well. We had Christian at the Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble, Carlito at the Royal Rumble, but he only had one appearance. Kane at the Royal Rumble. Um, then we had the Fiend at the Fastlane. That was pretty damn cool. But obviously, I have to do, and obviously Goldberg and Edge at some Raw and SmackDown, but I have to give it to my 3 best returns in WWE. So Becky Lynch, SummerSlam, and then my second favorite, no wait, Becky the third favorite, Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, second favorite, even though he is my favorite superstar of all time, but John Cena at Money in the Bank, but my best return for this year is Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Um, yeah, like we've always wanted to predict Brock Lesnar returning after like he wasn't in action since he lost to the WWE champions back in WrestleMania 36 against Drew McIntyre. But yeah, to be fair, like he came back, he faced Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. He lost, unfortunately. Then he was suspended, but now he's lifted. and he's facing Roman Reigns again for the Universal title at Day 1 tonight. So yeah, I do want Brock Lesnar to win, but we're probably gonna go through this. It's gonna be Roman Reigns. But obviously talking about that guy, Roman Reigns, he had the best year this year. I have to give him Superstar of the Year. He was brilliant. I think, to be fair, he is at his prime now. Obviously his babyface didn't work, but ever since he came back at SummerSlam 2020, and he turned heel, amazing, absolutely amazing. He won the title back at Payback 2020, and now he's near enough held it for like 2 years now. He's near enough held that title for nearly 500 days. He's got to beat Brock Lesnar. He's gonna be the longest reigning Universal Universal Champion in history. Like literally, he's gonna probably hold that title for like another year or two. Like literally, like Roman Reigns, he's like the best heel in. He's been one of the best heels in 10 years. He's absolutely amazing with the bloodline. Paul Heyman, you've probably known recently on SmackDown that Paul Heyman is fired. I'm not sure he's gonna go. I'm not sure he's gonna come and interfere tonight, and cost Reigns the title. He might do. He might join back Brock Lesnar, but you never know. I do prefer Brock Lesnar on his own though. I do like Brock Lesnar on his own. He looks like a freak athlete. Even though he is, but like, it's amazing when he's on his own. He's amazing on his own. But you never know that if he loses, it's probably gonna either go to the Royal Rumble, or if not, it'll go to WrestleMania 38. If they probably fight it out, or maybe if he doesn't win, Brock Lesnar's probably gonna enter the Royal Rumble. He's gonna win it, and then face Reigns for the title. But like, obviously, you never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, we're gonna have to bring it up. But obviously, guys, in all wrestling, my favorite return ever in all of wrestling for this year, you probably will agree on me. It is CM Punk. Obviously, he didn't go back to WWE. He went to AEW instead. We've always wanted CM Punk coming back after 7 years. We did miss him, and now he's back in wrestling. Even though fans are disappointed that he went to AEW, but at least he's back in wrestling now. He's back in wrestling. I saw him when he faced Darby Allin at All Out. It was amazing, honestly. He's still undefeated. It's like a 7 wins or 8 wins, something like that. But yeah, at the moment, my favorite superstar for AEW at the moment is CM Punk. To be fair though, if I had to choose between AEW and WWE for ratings and everything like that for this year, it has to be AEW. They've been rocking it, absolutely rocking it. Because obviously CM Punk debuted in there, Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan, but it's realized Bryan Danielson. He's debuted there. Ruby Soho, right? But yeah, Adam Cole. Who's the other one? There's another one, wasn't there? Big Show was there. Well, Paul Wright, Mark Henry. I can't remember others that was there. So yeah, it's been a crazy year for 2021. Let's bring on 2022. Obviously, like, I'm hoping soon there will be an invasion between AEW and WWE. Like, for obviously, between WWE and WCW. But I've always wanted an invasion between AEW and WWE. If I had to win one, I'm in between, to be fair, because I'm a huge fan of WWE. I am a fan of AEW. At first, I'll probably say AEW because they're rocking it. But to be fair, I might use WWE because they have a huge army. No, honestly, huge army. And literally, and also, guys, in football, I'm hoping Liverpool. I don't know. I'm not sure they're going to win Prem, but I'm hoping they will win Champions League. We got high hopes on that one. If not, I want PSG or City to win it because they never won it. Premier League, I think City's going to retain. I think in the Premier League, Arsenal is going to go up in the Europa League, or if not, they'll be in the Champions League. I always be impressed because obviously that really starts slow to the new season, and then now they won like five. They won like 5-0 the other day, but yeah, they've been rocking it. So it'd be like really good for them. You know, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but it'd be really cool, like um to see Arsenal have a chance of it. So yeah, that's it, guys. 2021 is gone. Let's say hello to 2022. The one thing I'm looking for this year, probably guess for me, is in December, the 2022 Qatar World Cup. It is gonna be crazy. Come on, you England! I'm not gonna say the catchphrase because I don't want to jinx it. Don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Honestly, I'm gonna say no more. Just don't want to jinx it. Can't wait for it. Catch you there, guys. See you there.